Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Coop here with the morning announcements for Friday, April 17th, 2020. I'm wearing a U.S. Open hat today, which happens in New York. And I had a great time, and I saw a lot of great tennis when I went there a few years ago. So, like I said, today is Friday, April 17th, 2020. At the picture of the planet Earth here because next week will be Earth Day. Let's all say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our weather from our weatherman Frank Nunn is...
Your high temperature today is 47. Areas of frost in the morning, mostly sunny in the morning. Then mostly cloudy with a chance of rain showers in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 40s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. With gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. Also a freeze watch until 9 a.m.
Wow.
Your low temperature today is 43. Rain showers likely. Lows in the upper 30s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Becoming west after midnight. Chance of showers. Chance of rain 70%. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank Nunn, for a great weather report. For birthdays today, we have William Browning, and on Saturday is Mrs. Schaefer, and on Sunday to Sarah Jane Patrone. I hope you all have wonderful birthdays. From Mr. Levine in our counseling corner, it's okay to cry. Crying is very natural and normal. We should never be embarrassed when we cry, and when we see adults crying, we should remember that it's okay and normal for grown-ups to cry too. Everyone, young and old, cries. Sometimes I cry, for sure. Riddle of the day, question, what starts with a T, ends with a T, and has a T in it, and has tea in it? The answer is a teapot. Good one, Mr. Levine. Make sure you share that with someone at home. Student highlight, caught being awesome. For today's student highlight, we're going back to October when Emmanuel was caught being awesome. Emmanuel, you were caught being awesome. You always greet classmates, teachers, and staff so warmly every morning. You not only ask, how are you? You wait for people's response. In addition, your homework teacher, Ms. Smith, said, you are always by the classroom, holding the door, and asking what you can do to help. Emmanuel, you are awesome. In our story highlights of the day from Mr. Paradiso, we have two, Lila and the Bots. So let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Vicki Fang, and I'm the author of Happy Paws, which is the first book in the Layla and the Bot series. It's about Layla, who is a rock star and inventor, and her crew of bots, Beep, Boop, and Bop, and together they come up with wild inventions to help people they meet at their shows. In book 1, they have to save their local amusement park, and it turns out the only way to do so is to redesign the park for dogs. It's filled with fun ideas to get kids excited about the possibilities of designing and building with technology.
Wow.
I'm a product designer, and I have spent the last 6 years designing kids' experiences for Google and Intel, and I truly believe technology is so much fun and so magical, and I just wanted to bring that inspiration and excitement to kids, which is why I wrote this series. I hope you enjoy the books.
Wow, that looks like a great book, and what a great series. I'd love to meet her someday. She seems super interesting. All right, let's take a look at the next preview.
When your dad is teaching you how to drive a spaceship and your mom makes the coolest clothes in the galaxy, life is pretty great. But it can all change when your school is eaten by giant planet-eating space whales. Welcome to my world. Now my dad has disappeared on a dangerous mission, and my mom is detained on a high-security space station. It's up to me to reunite my family, and I'm gonna need a team. Meet my best friends, Elliot the chicken, Zacchaeus the last living lumpkin, and I'm Violet. Now, all we have to do is escape our robot guardian, build our own space trike, and brave many interstellar dangers to find my dad wherever he is. Join us for a wild ride.
Wow, what an incredible adventure. I would love to take that ride. That seems like a great book. Word of the day is demand, which is a verb. What does it mean when you ask for something firmly? The principal demanded everyone to be quiet for the speaker at the assembly. Oh, I never had to do that. You were always quiet on your own. I never had to do that. This day in history, in 1918, William Holden, the actor, was born. In 1961, Boomer Esiason, and he was a football player, was born in 1961. In 1972, the actress Jennifer Gardner was born. In 1790, Benjamin Franklin, U.S. patriot, diplomat, and signer of the Declaration of Independence, died, sadly, in Philadelphia. In 1937, Daffy Duck made his debut in Porky's Duck Hunt. And 1964, Geraldine Mock became the first woman to fly solo around the world. In 1970, the Apollo 13 astronauts safely splashed down after their near disastrous flight, where they must have been relieved. Learning new things. A student learned to sneeze with her eyes open. A third grade student learned how to make a protective mask so that she and her mom could sit 20 feet from her grandparents, talk, and give them air kisses. A student learned penguins have knees. A student learned how to make grilled cheese and make her own lunch every day. A student learned how to knit and loves riding her bike. A student learned even though a student knew how to roller skate on the roller rink, she learned how to do it on the road. A student learned that spiders have 8 eyes but can't even see very well. Some can't see at all. A student learned that you can bake a cake without butter, without eggs, without milk and electricity. A student learned how to take apart a phone. A student learned how to ride a bike. A first grader learned how to play chords on a piano. Two fifth graders learned a trick called seesaw. From a fourth grader, honey never goes bad. Also, you can drink any year-old milk and not get sick, but it might not taste good. A student learned how to fix the handlebars on a bike. I have a few more. A student learned how to ride her bike with no hands up and down a hill, even on a flat road. And a student learned how to ride his skateboard. State of the day is Connecticut. The capital is Hartford. The population is 3.5 million. The nickname is the Constitution State, the Nutmeg State. Key cities are Bridgeport, New Haven, Stamford, Hartford, and Waterbury. Postal abbreviation is CT, period. Major industries are finance, insurance, real estate, healthcare, engineering. The lowest point is the Long Island Sound at sea level. Noah Webster, the author of the first dictionary, lived in West Hartford. The first automobile law was passed in Connecticut, and the speed limit was only 12 miles per hour. Connecticut is home to the first hamburger, Polaroid camera, color television, and helicopter, and it's illegal to walk on your hands in Hartford. Interesting. So let's take a look to see where Connecticut is on the map. Here it is. See it right here. Here's New York. We talked about New York. We talked about Pennsylvania. And here's New Jersey tucked here. And then Delaware is down here. Remember how tiny Delaware is? So there we go. Our health tip from Mrs. Moran. Vitamin C is important for the growth and repair of all body tissues, helps to heal cuts and wounds, and keeps gums and teeth healthy. Foods high in vitamin C include oranges, grapefruits, broccoli, cantaloupe, kiwi, and strawberries. Thanks, Mrs. Moran, for that great health tip. Fun facts. German chocolate cake is named after a guy named Sam German, not the country. There's an island in Japan you could visit that's inhabited only by friendly bunnies. There are actually more public libraries in the U.S. than McDonald's, thank goodness. The last letter added to the English alphabet wasn't Z, it was the letter J. For a short time, the planet Uranus was named George. Well, that's interesting. There's a high school in Minnesota that gives service dogs yearbook photos. There's a town in Poland where everything is decorated with paintings of flowers. Cows have best friends and get stressed when separated. Oh, that's cute. Earth Day fun fact, sea levels are predicted to be 3 feet higher in 2100. Oh my goodness. A big shout out to Miss Schiller's class. Yay, Miss Schiller's class. You are incredible. So this is a shout out to all of you. And finally, the last slide, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. I love this because, like I've said before, each one of you is special. Each one of you has different qualities. We're not supposed to be the same. So make sure that you're always yourself. You're always true to yourself. You always stay true to the things that you find really interesting, and you don't let other people sway you into other directions. Just be true to yourself. Okay, I want everyone to have a great weekend. Enjoy Saturday and Sunday with your families. I want you to make sure on Friday that you do your very, very best on your work and assignments. It is very important that you always listen to your parents. You always listen to what they have to say, what they ask you to do. They love you so much, and they have reasons for everything they ask you to do. It's very important that you listen to them at all times. Make sure you take some time out for play on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will see you again on Monday.